When I was first got the offer to do the talk, I was very emotional about it. In one hand, I was very happy, flattered. I felt unique. But on the other hand, to be honest, I felt terrified. Taking this mixed emotion home, I opened the door like a 6-year-old, running to the house. He doesn't care who's standing there, just to tell the story. Luckily, it was my gorgeous 15 years old standing there, doing her homework, looking at me and says, "What?" When I shared the news, she told me, "Oh, mommy, this is so cool. I'm so happy for you. Really, it's amazing. You deserve it. It's so pretty that you are not going to do it." And I said, "How come? Why do you think I'm not going to do it?" And she said, "But that's obvious. You're shy. You don't like to stand in front of people. You don't like to be talking in front of people. And your English, not the best." Hearing there, I understood that I have to do it. And it's not just a basic case of vice psychology. It's because it's about time for me to leave my comfort zone. What is the comfort zone? The comfort zone for me, it's the routine. It's the things that we are doing every day in our life. And it's changed from one person to the other. And I'm sorry, I'm really nervous. It's really hard for me to stand here today. So the story starts moving to Bulgaria. Originally, I'm from Israel. I had a very normal childhood, living in a small city in Israel, finishing high school, going to the army. I know for some of you, maybe the army will look like living their comfort zone, but in Israel it's normal. Ladies are doing the army for 2 years, men are doing it for 3 years, and that's it. After that, I went to finish my academic degree in psychology, getting married, having 2 children. Everything was fine. Everything was exactly like it's supposed to be. And then came the offer to move to Bulgaria. I didn't know about Bulgaria in that point, and we decided as a family that we're going to go for it, to try the adventure. When we arrived to Bulgaria with 2 small kids, it was very challenging. Coming from Israel, I never saw so much snow in my life. We didn't have the proper clothes, we didn't speak the language, obviously, and we needed to deal with 2 small kids and to make sure that they feel safe. It took a while. It took time to teach the kids to learn English because they've been in expat school. It took a time to teach them how to understand a little bit the culture. It took a time to my husband to manage with a different culture environment in work. And to be really honest, it took hours spending in the supermarket. More than once, the guy that checked if someone is stealing was after me, checking, how come this lady standing for an hour next to the sugar? He didn't know that I don't know the difference between sugar and flour in that point. It was really challenging. But the time flew by, and I can say honestly that after a year, we were fine. The girls were speaking English. My husband found his peace. I was doing a lot of charity job, and I was good. I was happy, and I was surrounded with people that speak English just like me. Then came to us the best gift ever. I got pregnant, and we got Tamari. Even the decision to leave Tamari here, to deliver her here, was a little bit questioned. Why would you? Usually when you deal with health things, you want to go home, you want to go to your safe zone, you want to go to a language that you understand. But we decided to trust the system, to trust the doctor, and looking around, I understood that I'm not going to be the only one delivering. Someone did that before me. And we decided to go for it here, and I can tell you backwards, it was a very smart decision. Over time, the comfort zone arrived to us. So we were fine. We were living in Bulgaria, the same routine that we used to have in Israel, but only we did it in English. Without even noticing, 6 years has been passing by, and I was miserable. I felt lonely. I felt not connected to anything. I felt like I cannot stay in Bulgaria anymore. Most of my friends left because of the crisis, the economic crisis. Most of them went back home. And it's true that you can always find new friends, but it's not an easy process. And I was fed up. I said, enough, I'm going back home. I cannot do it anymore. I'm not belonging here. But I have a very smart husband, really smart. And he said, instead of going back to what you know, go and follow your dream. Go and learn to become a chef pâtissier, which is kind of different from what I did before, my degrees in psychology. But that was the thing that I like to do most. Now, trying to find a place to learn chef pâtissier in Bulgaria was impossible. So the natural other option was to go to London to learn in La Cordon Bleu. We are talking about moving to a different country, just me, without a family. We are talking about leaving the kids alone, not alone with their dads, but still they got used to be with me all the time. It was really challenging. And some of the things that may be very challenging for me, not going to be challenging for you, but I needed to learn how to live with peace with technology, because I cannot leave my 3 years old without a bedtime story. So it took me a lot of time to record all the stories that I used to read her, so every night she will have a different bedtime story. It took me a lot of time to learn FaceTime, that I can do homework with them while I'm there, or to wake up very early in the morning because of the time gap, and to send them to school with a smile. All of this was challenging, and it was challenging to be in London alone. I don't know, I never did that before. A lot of things has happened, but we managed to survive. The kids are fine, my husband is functioning, everything is good, we can do it. I graduate, I came back to Bulgaria full with emotion, full with inspiration, just wanted to bake and to create something, but I can do nothing here. I don't speak the language. And then we decided to open our own place. When we shared it with the close friends next to us, everyone was telling us that we are doing a huge mistake. But usually it sounds like this. Your cake are amazing, but they are not Bulgarian style. Your design for the place, it's really good. They won't like it. The name that you choose, it's horrible. They have no meaning. It's like negative from everywhere. And the only thing that I'm sure saying it today, standing here, when someone is telling you that your idea is horrible, that it's not going to work, when more than one is telling you, it's the right thing to do. It means that it's unique, it means that it's different, and it will work, and it did. We set a date, and we decided we're going to open Ishy on the 23rd of October. The designer promised us, no worries, we will be ready on time. I booked a cleaning lady just to be, to clean the energy, that everything will be perfect for the beginning. But Bulgaria is Bulgaria. The designer didn't manage to finish on time, and the cleaning lady not feeling well, she cannot find a taxi. And the obvious option was to postpone, let's open in a week. But that's not me. I told my husband, it's not going to happen. Started to clean everything, finish with the design, whatever I can finish. Went home to take a shower and tell everyone good night. I'm going back to Ishy, and I'm going to open tomorrow morning. It was a very interesting night. First of all, it's my first night alone in Dargalevci, a small place, small village. And feeling very comfortable in La Cordon Bleu, when the chef stands next to you and he can correct everything. Suddenly you stand in a small place in Dargalevci, all alone, with time limit, and you need to do it. You need to be good enough for the morning after. When you are so stressed, the time is flying. But I did exactly what I love to do, and it was with a smile, really, baking with a smile. Very fast. Sunshine arrived. 8 o'clock in the morning, we need to open. I don't even know how to walk with the cashier yet. Everything there is in Bulgarski, but it didn't stop me. I opened the door, and the first customer came in. Obviously, doesn't speak English. Try to explain what's the content of the bread without words. But you know what? He didn't mind. It was the smile. It was the caring. It was the effort that I did in order to explain him that made him buy everything. So you may think it's a good sign, right? Someone is coming and buying everything. Or you may think she didn't bake a lot, huh? I did. And I was in tears because you think, oh my God, maybe I cannot do it. Maybe I cannot produce as much as I'm supposed to do. Maybe I am not fast enough, good enough. What I'm going to do? The time is 8:30 and I just open. But as I mentioned, Bulgaria is Bulgaria, not only for the bed. No electricity for the next 6 hours. But it was a sign from God that I need to go to rest, to regain my power, and to start all over again. So I did. And from that day on, Ishy is my love. Being there, it's the best thing that I could give myself, that my family could have given to me. When I'm there, I'm feeling that I can be me, completely me. And we are working very hard in order to create fresh things, in order to do fresh croissant every day. We never freeze everything. We give away for charity everything that we can at the end of the day. But I don't think this is the reason why people come to Ishy. There is something more special about Ishy than just the baking or just the good product that we actually give. And it's all about the atmosphere there. It's all about the energy there. Because our philosophy, the concept of Ishy, is creating with love. And we really follow by it. So when a customer will come to Ishy, at the beginning, he will be just a customer. But after a while, he will become part of the community. We will greet him with a smile. We will take really care and interest about his need because we do care. So this was a little bit, or more than a little bit, leaving my comfort zone, because now my clients are not just expats. I got so lucky to live a life that combined both of them. So I have the expat community that come to visit me, but I have the Bulgarian. I become part of the Bulgarian life because I know about the tradition. I can make nice kuzunak. I know a lot about the holidays. I know a lot about the people. And now I cannot feel alone again here because I'm become part of something. The second thing that I want to tell you is that it's not just leaving your comfort zone and standing there. It's actually to be kind and true and to give your love in anything that you do, and it doesn't matter what your passion. Now, some of you may think this is a cliche, but I'm telling you, when you do it from your heart, all good things come back to you. The example for this are endless in Ishy, really, but let me just share with you one. When we just opened, we didn't even have a sign. And I really wanted to put the value of Ishy, why we open Ishy, written down on the wall. One day, one lady came to Ishy. I didn't have time, of course. I was so busy baking and doing cakes that it wasn't my priority before I go to sleep every night, but I slept so little that I just couldn't. When this lady arrived to Ishy, I came to greet her to check if she liked the croissant, if everything okay, and then I saw she's drawing, and I asked, will you help us? Will you put our values on the wall? Her name is Tracy. She gave me a big smile and she said, of course, will you give me red velvet for that? How many people you know that will do that? You know how many deals has been closed in Ishy, how many friendship has been come, how many people feel that this is their safe zone, because it is. They are welcome always. So my main point is that if you want to have a fulful life, you need to try to leave your comfort zone, and it's different between us. For one of us it will be in the extreme, and for one of us it will just be leaving the bed in the morning. But if you are doing that, and if you are acting with passion, with love to what you are doing, and with kindness to the people next to you, everything will be perfect. And I'm standing here today, and I want to challenge you. My next big project, as you know, it's 2 years passing by. Ishy is already a big boy now. He can walk by himself, and we need something new. And the next new thing is running for those who can't. I was lucky enough to travel to Prague last month, supporting my husband in his running. I don't know how many of you ever did a marathon or half marathon. The energy there, it's electrifying. You feel the adrenaline, the music, the runners. You see people very close to the end line and they cannot move, but someone will come and help them. This I've seen before, but this time it was special. There was a group of 3 people running with a handicapped child. On their shirt, it was written, "Running for those who can't." And when I saw the boy finishing the line, getting the medal, getting the support and the love from all of the people around, I was challenged. I felt such a big emotion that I cannot find the word, so I decided to run. This September, we're going to try to create it here in Sofia. We're going to try to create as much money as we can give for these kids and as much love that we can give for them. So where you are coming to the picture, I'm not expecting all of you to start to run. 21 kilometers, it's not easy, and I'm terrified about it myself. But it can be anything. You know, what is the comfort zone? Our routine. If you're going to break it, if you're going to do something nice for something else, it's going to give you so much in return. We're going to sell Ishy products there. We're going to sell ice cream there. We're going to sell pizza there. We're going to hug the kids when they finish, and we're going to let them feel so special and so unique. We're going to give them all the love that we can give. So if you want to take any part of it, if you want to help in any way or form, I will be more than thankful. Thank you.